Look, I know this is just an attention grab by Adina Howard, because really, all this stuff that's about to take place in this article happened back in the 90s. But the reason I am doing this article is because she is an originator, okay? Every Instagram model, every Twitch thought, every cam girl, they, in some way, shape, or form, have been inspired by. She's the Akira, for my anime fans. She's the Akira of thought life. Let me show you guys something. This was back in the day. This is her first album cover, okay? And this happened back in 1995. I was 14. You know what I was doing with this, okay? Let's be real. This was for her first album cover, and my God, it was quite unlike anything else. Now, that's completely mundane by today's standards, but back then, that was did she beat out Little Kim? I'm not sure. 95? I'm not sure, because I think Junior Mafia and them came on late 97, 98. So yeah, I think she even beat out Little Kim. So she's a pioneer in thought life, son. So we're going to cover this BET article. Adina Howard admits a love triangle with Brandy and another R&B artist ended her career. I don't know about all that. I mean, I heard her music since, and it's okay, but her big breakout song was Freak Like Me. And if there's a YouTuber named Todd in the Shadows, he covers music, and he covers one-hit wonders, and that's one of the songs that he covers. I suggest you go check out his video on it, because he does a masterful job going through the music and all that other stuff, parts that I'm not qualified to get into. But yeah, she was a one-hit wonder, and I can't help but feel that more played a role in the ending of your career than any type of love triangle. But let's get into this. Who wrote this? There is no contributed writer. Okay. If you are a fan of 90s music, which I am, then you know that Adina Howard was the embodiment of sexuality. From Little Kim to Foxy Brown, the Freak Like Me singer was an influence on women who were beginning to open up about their sexuality and desires. Yeah, should have left that baby in a box. I'll put it to you like that. Because this is one of the things about the thottery. It spread like a disease, and now we got all these single mothers who, I can smash like the dudes. You cannot, all right? Seriously, you see her right now sitting here struggling and scraping together some relevancy by bringing up things that honestly no one should even really care about anymore. So what happened to the rising star who could belt out explicit lyrics like a choir diva? Her mouth. During an episode of Unsung that focused on the career of the T-shirt singer. Oh, I thought another chick sang T-shirt on my panties. It's an old club junk. Okay, you know what? So technically she wasn't a one-hit wonder, because T-shirt in my panties on. That was big back in the day. I don't know what you guys listen to now, but T-shirt on my panties, that was a big club banger back in the day. She said that she had a few choice words for her boss, Sylvia Rohn, a label executive at Atlantic Records. According to Adina, she began dating Wanya Morris, lead singer of Boyz II Men, who happened to be in a relationship with the platinum singing label mate, Brandy. Okay, so Wanya, oh man, Boyz II Men, love those guys. Seriously, they have a lot of good music out there. They were one of the few artists, one of the first black artists to go diamond with their classic album called 2. If you get an opportunity, check it out. It's up here on the platform. I couldn't recommend it enough. I love that album. Two young ladies, a lot of their egos. Okay, so somebody can't write. Two young ladies let their egos get in the way and were kind of going through it about a guy, Adina recalls in the episode. When the tumultuous love affair reached the ears of Sylvia, she spoke with Adina and told her to focus more on her career and let the relationship with Wanya go. At the time, radio gossip queen Wendy Williams caught wind that there was a scandal between Adina, Brandy, and the cheating Wanya. golly, so gynocentric. And she gave Adina a call. Adina opened up like she normally would, said producer Billy Moss, except she had some choice words in there for Sylvia and for Brandy. That pissed Sylvia off, and she was on fire. Naturally. I mean, you out there, hold up. See, she's a pioneer in thought life. I mean, what? Like, yo, are you seeking sympathy now? Like, no, you're completely in the wrong in all of this. Rajet Romain, owner of Mechadon Records, put it perfectly when he said, you have two queens and one, oh God, you have two queens and one castle, and the one that writes the checks is going to win. Brandy was definitely a bigger artist, without question. She had Moesha, Brandy was definitely the bigger artist at the time. As a result, the release date for her second album was delayed indefinitely. I said something very inappropriate about the head of the label, and she pulled the emergency brake, and she shut everything down, Adina remembers. And rightfully so, because when you have the power to do that, and you don't like what people are saying about you, yeah. And so so written by BET staff. Golly, y'all gotta get an editor, because that was a pretty choppy mistake that you had right there. But either ways, so this is a perfect example of letting your ego or letting your emotions get the best of you. I don't know why her emotions were getting the best of her when clearly it's established that Wanye was the one already in a relationship, but. Pardon me. But here she is now, and this is just, I guess, a grab for relevance. And so I'm going to give her the attention that she wants, because she's a big part of the reason why the country, in a way, is how it is, because she was a big part of the sexual liberation front. Hey girls, you can go out there and smash like dudes. Ladies, no, you cannot. There is an expiration date as far as, your biological functions go. And that's not to say, oh yeah, after that time, you're not, you're worthless or anything else like that. No, not at all. But what I am saying is just that it is kind of on you to make smarter decisions far earlier than it is for young men, because by all technical means, we do have the reproductive capabilities of producing throughout the course of our lifetimes, whereas you are on a clock. And so, yeah, she really has brought the whole she was a big part in bringing the entire single mother epidemic to the inner cities, namely, and then by proxy the rest of the country. And now it's quite the phenomenon that is taking place throughout all communities, not just ours. But that's why I decided to do this video. So, all the internet stuff. If you liked it, toss me a like. Sub if you enjoy my fantastic voice and you want to get interesting videos like this every single day. Share, because sharing is caring, and YouTube's definitely not going to. And speak. Let me know. What do you think? What other culprits are there to the overabundance of single-parent households and the destruction of our communities and families? I would love to hear your opinions. And until the next video,